guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is one of the most special kinds that I always post on this channel, which is a Wearified launch. Now, before I go into talking about the new launch, I just want to quickly say a huge thank you for your incredible support to our baby brand. I don't know if enough of you get this, know this, understand this, but our entire team is literally 4 people, not counting the 2 people that work on packing, cleaning and things like that. We're literally a team of 4 people, including myself and my husband. I'm CEO, he is COO. We literally have 2 other people with us. Considering that we complete 3 years on the 1st of October, it's just such a surreal thing to be able to say that we won our 2nd award from a very prestigious publication in India. Our first award was the Elle Beauty Award for our star product, the IRL Paris Filter Airbrush Powder. For our compact version of that, we have a compact as well as a loose powder version. And our 2nd award that we just won was from none other than Grazia India. We won the Grazia Indie Beauty Superstars Award for the best primer for our product Step Zero. Step Zero is an anti-pollution blurring cream. It has sunscreen in it. It will protect you from pollution, dust, dirt, and also blue light. And I'm just so grateful that we've had these 2 major milestones within the first 3 years of our launch as a brand. And while we're still very much a baby brand, the validation and credibility that I think it gives us towards our formulas is something that we truly appreciate. I think that if I was to put my money down on another like 1 or 2 products from our range of stellar formulas, I would say our Luminizer is one that I would highly recommend you try out if you haven't tried out as yet. It is a strobe cream moisturizer. I have a launch video. I'll leave a link into that down below in the description section. I will also go ahead and leave the product link for that down below in the description section because I want today's video to be about the new launch, but I also have to say all these thanks. And the other product I think is going to be this product that we're launching today. It is a product and category that I've been itching to get into. And I'll be very honest with you, this particular product actually I picked up working on around the time of the brand launch overall. So let's say roughly about 3 years ago. And I picked up and dropped it at least 3 to 4 times in the process. It's a very intimidating category to be part of. Having said that, like when it actually all came together and worked out, it has also been an absolute joy to work on. We are about to drop our very own, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, we are about to drop Wearified's very first eyeshadow palette. And to me, even saying that out loud feels surreal because an eyeshadow palette, if you look at internationally, the brands that, kind of work on them, drop them, there's this little benchmark about being a brand that also has an eyeshadow palette. It legitimizes you in a way that's like, listen, we can do everything. And as a brand, and you have heard me say this like a broken record if you've watched my launch videos before, we're all about simplifying beauty routines. Having said that, one of the core principles that I have at hand, and I obviously myself work on new product development on NPD at Wearified, I want to be able to bring these very luxurious formulas but at price points that are not luxurious at all. With this particular product, I think you're going to love it in all aspects. I cannot stress enough. With eyeshadows, I think that the obstacle we've faced over the past couple of years and why I dropped it a bunch of times in the past few years has been because it can be challenging from the point of view of cracking your mattes to the T. Your shimmers and metallics, spoiler alert, surprisingly easier to crack with different undertones and shades, but getting your mattes right, which I think is the spine of an eyeshadow palette, no? Because like shimmers and metallics, we'll reach out for festive occasions, night looks, parties, weddings, but your mattes are your daily go-tos and you have to be able to crack them in a way that makes that palette irreplaceable in your vanity. I think it's time to show you the product. I have the palette sitting right here next to me. We have over here next to me the Wearified New Age Neutrals eyeshadow palette. I'm screaming. I'm screaming because let me quickly show you the inside. I'm going to show you all the swatches as well as a full unboxing on how you're going to get it in delivery. So stick around for that. but this is basically what the shades look like. My goal with this palette was to create something that was very neutral, very beautiful, has, obviously you know this with us as a brand, if anything is not medium to deep complexion compatible, it doesn't work for us as a brand, right? We focus on all skin tones with a priority towards the mid to deep end. And I'm so like, I don't think there are enough moments in life, I think it's a woman problem, but I don't think there are enough moments in life where I sit back and I'm like, I'm truly just proud of this product. I can be proud of a product but have a but in my mind usually. Ye main thoda better kar sakti thi. I could have just changed this little tweak would have with this product. I don't have a but coming out. As weird as that sounds. We have over here a set of neutrals ranging from browns, different shades of browns, different undertones of nudeness. We do have a black in here. I think a neutral palette has to have a black. When I see neutral palettes that don't have blacks, I'm like, but that's the, beauty of having everything that you need. That's why it's a neutral palette. It never goes out of style. Whether you're looking for a smoky eye, a smudged wing liner, a little bit of that little definition that you want to change from your day to your night look, the blacks do that in a jiffy. And then of course, so basically we've got 5 mattes in here and we've got 4 non-mattes, which consist of micro pearl shimmers as well as metallics. There's a mix of it in here. I would not be lying if I told you. So I was really happy to have Rahil on board as the face of this particular product. You're going to see a lot of him in our social media content. Rahil is such a stunning human being. He has one of the most stunning faces. His beauty work is amazing. He was also part of our bullet lipstick launch when we launched Wearified in October 2021. So it feels so nice and full circle to have him back again, part of our campaign, as the main face of the campaign 2 years later, from first launch to 3rd year anniversary launch. And literally on shoot day, him and Sana, who is my bhabhi, who's a pro makeup artist, both of them kept saying that these pigments are beautiful, they're so easy to work with. In fact, I remember Rahil even saying, typically for metallics and shimmers, he struggles to work with a brush. He's like, I always have to go in with my fingers. And with this palette, he was like, it's working with a brush as flawlessly as it would with fingers. Like with fingers, it gets even better. So I feel like I'm just really happy and proud with how it worked out. This palette is going to be available by itself on Wearified, as well as with the bundle of 4 eyeshadow brushes. You're going to have both the options to choose from. All the links are down below in the description section, so don't worry about that. Let's get into unboxing because I want to show you what the overall packaging is like and a little bit of details on this too. And let's also do some swatches. Okay, so let's get into the unboxing. Our monocarton styling is pretty much always the same. You're going to see a nice velvety matte black monocarton with our branding and the product name on it, which is New Age Neutrals Eyeshadow Palette. Our logo goes across both sides in a beautiful gold tone. And of course, there's a whole lot of information on the monocarton if you'd like to read it. Going on to the inside, once you unbox the monocarton, you're going to see a nice foam-lined padding on the inside. This is very important because we want to make sure that your products reach you without any damage. The component itself, as you can see, is very similar to our overall branding, but this time instead of just the inverted heart W style logo, we've got the whole name going on it, which makes it different from the other powder products that we have in our collection. At the back of the component, you're going to see that there is a sticker that has all the shade names written in the exact layout as the shades on the front. This will help you know exactly what you've used on your lids from the palette. It's a nice compact style packaging which is perfect to fit in your bag while traveling, in your purse, and it comes with a lovely full-sized mirror. This mirror is perfect to do not just your eyes but actually other makeup steps as well. It's a really high quality mirror, something that I personally love and appreciate in packaging in general. There's actually a protective layer that's going to come in for your powders, which you're not seeing right now because this product is used by me already. We've got 9 stunning shades over here that are going to work across so many different skin tones and undertones, and the formula is going to make you fall in love with it. Let's get into the swatches. Starting out with this very bone-like shade called Naked. Naked is that perfect, literal naked shade for Indian skin tone. A good naked shade has been a huge pain point for me in the past with other eyeshadow palettes. This one you will really enjoy using, I promise. The next shade you're seeing over here is called Stardust, and it's a lovely nude shimmer. It's that perfect topper to add on anything else, or just a good shade to go in with directly as well. Hazelnut is a beautiful brown. It is so beautiful to work with, will add dimension, and is just the kind of color that I think you can go for on a daily basis. Next, we've got Rocky Road. Rocky Road, inspired by the desert, is a beautiful mix of a bronze meets copper kind of a shade. It's really stunning and has a very beautiful metallic finish. Then we've got our classic stunning matte black called Midnight. This is just perfect to use in so many ways. Cotton Candy is our next shimmer, and this one is a beautiful medium deep pink that really goes on beautifully on the lids. Very easy to work with. You're gonna love the micro pearl formulation we have going on in this. Brownie Points is a cool brown tone that is very different from hazelnut and will really add depth and definition to any makeup look, or you can even use it just by itself too. Disco has become everyone's favorite. This metallic shade is a mix of gold and silver and is really badass when it comes to making a statement. Probably my personal favorite from the palette. Last but not the least, we have Bloom, a beautiful deep pink for that little pop when it comes to even a neutral palette. If you want to accentuate in some way, this color is going to be your go-to. The goal for me with the shade layout on this palette really truly was that I wanted every shade to be a combination that you can wear on your eyes with a pigment that it has next to the other. So for example, when I'm looking at Brownie Points and I'm looking at Disco, they work really well together. And then if you want to throw in Rocky Road, they work really well together too. The idea truly was that no matter what way you look at it, the layout that we currently have, the product, the shade next to whichever one you're looking at will work with it beautifully. So whether you look at it in 2s, whether you look at it in 3s, whether you look at it as individual chords amongst each other, if you're a beginner and you're like, okay, what shade should I pair with what for a combination on my eyes? You cannot go wrong with this palette. And of course, because I wanted to be able to have an eyeshadow palette that is very travel friendly, that you can throw into your bag without thinking twice. You know, you have big sized 9 shadow palettes as well, but I wanted something that has the same grammage as a bigger palette. In fact, maybe even more grammage than some of the bigger palettes. So the product in there is 100% like good quality, good quantity as well, but it's compact. It will sit in your travel bag. There's a proper mirror inside. It's not teeny tiny, and this is just a touch bigger than our usual blush, highlighter, contour components. So if you're familiar with those products from our brand, which I really hope you are, this is just a touch bigger than that. Coming to all the go live and sales information for you when it comes to this particular product, I am so excited to share that even though the MRP of this product is 1099, because we're launching in a very small batch, I've talked about micro batching, I've talked about the importance for us to do this as a small business. I am going ahead and launching this on our website for $9.99 only. This is a limited period offer, kind of like the first drop, and then after a point, of course, it's going to come up to its MRP. I love that we also have a discount on this when it comes to the bundle with the 4 eyeshadow brushes. If you're wondering or confused on what brushes to have, what brushes to use, if you're a beginner, I strongly urge that you try our brushes out, because our brushes have slowly and gradually become kind of like our heroes over a period of time. People that are, and makeup artists that are using our brushes are coming back for our brushes more and more. They're very soft, they're amazing, they're well priced, they're high quality, very easy to wash, and I want to say very easy to dry, like, because I feel like some brushes take very long to dry. Ours don't do that. This is going to be available exclusively on the Wearified.in on our website for a while, after which of course it will be available on all of the third-party platforms that we currently e-tail on as well, but they will take a little bit of time to appear on those platforms. So as a small business owner, as an indie business owner as well, I'm going to ask you to please try and shop from Wearified.in. No shame in my game. It is what it is. Sometimes we do get questions about the lifespan of a certain product. Sometimes you want to know the ingredients a little bit more in detail. We're 100% transparent about this as a brand. You will always find it under the More Information tab on a product page on Wearified.in. So make sure you go open that product page, click on More Info, and you will have every piece of information you need, not just for the new launch, but for our entire collection at large. This product is now available to go ahead and get your hands on via pre-order. I'm leaving the pre-order shipping information, regular shipping information, and all of those dates for you down below in the description section and pinned comment. So make sure you go check that out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye guys.